Yeah. Most of the time when these people be talking, I don't even hear them. They talk, but I do not hear shit when I'm near them. I swear to God that I came up. Same stuff, never changed up. Taking shots, get your aim up. Wanna play, get your game up. And I see you hating, so you know I gotta ask. You mad, bro?
What's going on, guys? We're in a unusual spot for the vlog. We are going to play some cash, not at the Beau Rivage, but we're going to play at the IP Casino. Really, the only time you can play here at the IP is on the weekend. Today is Saturday, so decided to come in here. I know the lighting is horrible, you know. But I'm starting to come to the IP today to get a cash game session in. Let's do it. Let's take them out. It's a really good game here at the IP when it happens. It's a controllable game, and usually it's just a very controllable game. So let's make it happen. All right, here to the casino now. It's kind of a little cold down here. Biloxi, Mississippi. It's about 55. That's like having a freaking snowstorm everywhere else. Ready to do this. Let's see.
Most of the time when these people be talking, I don't even hear them. They talk, but I do not hear shit when I'm near them. I swear to God that I came up. Same stuff, never changed up. Taking shots, get your aim up.
They start catching on, they want to come at you with them white jackets. Ready to go. I'll let some time off to be good every now. Some time alone. My grandfather used to check himself.
No boxing match, and whatever I get lots of that. I'm not cocky, dog, I'm sure of myself, and I'ma keep getting money like I'm suing myself. Damn, I sound like half of the guys that'll make you believe half of the lies. Half of the time, I don't be hearing that shit, homie. I cannot lie. I can just tell you the truth. I can just sell you a soup. I'ma keep all the bread for myself.
Alright guys, we wrap it up with the session. Pretty decent session. There was a couple hands I wanted to go over. I raised the button. I had 10-9 of spade. I got called by the big blind. He flatted. The flop comes 9-9 ace. So he leads right into me, 15. And how you doing? So I make the call for 15. Turns a 10, gin card. He leads again for 40. I just smooth call the 40 because, you know, obviously I have it locked up. He then on the river fires 80. He only had about 140 behind, so on the $80 river bet, I shoved all in. He snapped me off. He had ace-9, so lost heaps there. That was my first buy-in of 300. Just disintegrated that quickly. I usually don't rebuy it many times, but I rebought this time for the 300 there. And once we did, it worked out pretty well. The next hand I want to talk about, we'll talk to you about that in the car.
They say that I sound like Drake, but I disagree. I've been doing this for like 6 years now. I'm pretty sure that it's me. Yo, wait a second, think about it. Cash and checks, my ink pronounces. Get the wax from sticky ounces.
Oh, excuse me, man. Dang, closed right in his face by mistake. Didn't mean to do that.
You mad, bro? Yo, I said, tell me what you mad for. You mad, bro? Yo, I said, tell me what you mad for. I said, tell me what you mad for. You mad, bro? Man, it's quite apparent that everybody gonna talk. They all got something to say. I bet you can hear it loud, cause I'm up in your face, and everybody goes nuts when I'm up in a place.
Alright, guys. So I'm out in the car. I'm at, one of my favorite places. after a long session. Some Waffle House, man, love Waffle House. But anyways, okay, so the next hand is a pretty interesting one. I'm on the straddle. I'm on the straddle for $6 on the button. Mississippi, we do the straddle on the button, by the way. And I'm on the straddle. They call around, and I just check back the straddle. I mean, you know, I had 7-3 of hearts. The flop comes ace 7 10. It checks around to me. I fire out 25 on the flop, which was just my sevens, hoping to just take the pot. Turn brings a sweet card. It brings a 7. So I got one caller. Oh yeah, bet 25, got one caller, and turns a 7. He checks again. I bet 50. He also calls the 50. So now I'm like, what could he have? I put him on like an ace queen, but no, he didn't raise pre-flop, so it was kind of, I didn't know what he had. So the river comes out a 3. So now I have a full house, 7s full of 3s on the straddle. So it was a little interesting how that played out there. So I wanted to be a little deceptive since the flop was 25, the turn was 50. There's about 180 or so in the pot with the limpers. I fire out 250 on the river, like an overbet. I don't have any of this, hoping that if he does happen to have an ace, or maybe he has a 7. I mean, if he happen to has one of those hands, he can't fold. And he called before I even finished with my chips out there. Was pretty, happy to see that. If I said full house, he shook his head, folded. Never really knew what he had. I mean, I tried to ask him what he might have had, but don't really ask people after you drag the pot. They don't like that too much. But anyway, so that was a very good pot. Got me back over what I had initially lost. So I was feeling real good about that. And then, hey, all right, I'm back. Sorry, something messed up with the recording. So the final hand I want to go over tonight with you guys is a pretty interesting hand. Anybody knows me knows that my favorite hand is the Jack 10 of hearts. So that's what I have in his hand, Jack 10 of hearts. I am in the big blind. The button raises 15. The small blind calls the raisers 15 on the button. I call the 15 in the big blind. So the flop comes queen, king, 8. I had to double check because I was like, oh, did I flop it? I thought I flopped the straight at first, but no, it was king, queen, 8, rainbow. So now small blind checks, I check, I'll let the aggressor bet into it. I'm thinking he was going to fire out about 25. He fires 60. So 60 was kind of a merge bet to me. I didn't know he could have a very strong hand that he wanted to appear to be weak, or he can actually have a weak hand. So I took a more aggressive route here than I normally would with just a straight draw. He bet 60, so I raised to 175. He then pushed the rest of his chips. He had a total of 350. He pushed that in. I've already put 175 in. I can't fold now for just like a double raise. So I do call. He so happily flips up his hand. He has pocket queens, 9 on the turn, blank on the river. I scoop a huge pot, which I was just happy about, and I scooped it with my favorite hand. It was so great. He was a nice guy. He didn't act anyway. He was, you know, he understood when I raised I couldn't fold. He understood the game. So I was happy to see that. So that, guys, left me with a profit on the night. I was in for $600, cashed out for $11.05 for a profit of $505 on the night for a little under 4 hours. So pretty good night. Happy to see it. Yeah, much needed. I mean, it was much needed to feel like a winner because I was getting beat down. So thank you guys, and see you next time.
You mad, bro? Yeah. I said, tell me what you mad for. You mad, bro? Yo, I said, tell me what you mad for. You mad, bro?